Good afternoon. I have another one for you. This is a new company I've never actually seen before, but it really has a cool idea. These are all kinds of convenient storage devices that can help to make you organized better in your house. And this is called Clever Container. And it actually has, you can join, you can look at the catalog, and this sells the opportunity. I'm quite sure, and here is a lady's name. So the same thing as everything else I've looked at and talked about this week is that this is a very, very clever but busy site of information. There is tabs across the top. There are tabs across the bottom, and all this here, and there is all these other things up here. My goodness, there's so many different places you can click that I don't know where you would start. And again, the major thing is even if this is the most wonderful company you have ever seen, and it would be so worth it, I would absolutely buy from this lady. The hard part is that most people are not coming to you on the very first try. So, what do you do instead? So what would you even start with? You've got this this thing here rotating around. You've got all these links. I mean, that's why most people will leave and they won't ever even look at what you have. And so, what is the better answer instead of that? Uh, this is a really cool picture. Absolutely, that's a good way to start. But you need something more than that. You need a way to get their name and their email and possibly their phone number so that you have a chance to kind of get acquainted and you have a chance to teach them something. And so I'm going to show you again. What I would normally do is I would go in and I would actually go to all the websites I already have available to me, and I don't know that there's going to be one in here for the organizer. Very likely is not one in there for that purpose, but we're still going to go ahead and do one because we can change this later. Um, you want one with a picture background, or you don't have to. You could have one without. You could have one that's just kind of generic like this one. The major thing is you're going to create some words in here that gets people interested in looking. So this one is called My Clever Biz. Clever Container. So this one's called Clever Container, so I'm going to write that here. This is for my benefit anyway. Now, what kind of a handout or freebie would you create for somebody that might be interested in this kind of an opportunity or this kind of a product? You might actually have in here, although I don't have it right now because I'm not going to create it for, out of the blue, but you might have top 10 tips for getting more organized. Instead of having it be that they have to go and they have to join before they're going to get anything else, we could just have something that they get to. I only have this link, obviously, but if I were this person, rather than them coming here immediately, I would change it to this link being something like a giveaway. We don't have any for your company, but you could easily create it. There's all kinds of information out on the web right now. I don't have a choice but to use this link right now because this is the only one available. But if I were going to do this, it would be a different link. It would not be directly to this company. It would be a way to create some kind of organization. For instance, you could even share someone's generic video about that in YouTube, or somebody might have already created something for your company. But if you put something here that is actually going to help that person a little bit better, and get them on your list and get them interested, because you're going to help them be more organized, because that's what this company is all about. It's got all kinds of cool organizers. You know, I'm always out on the web looking for something like this, and so this is a pretty cool idea, actually. And so I'm going to save this, and of course it goes next way to um, this, and we don't have something that's going to be specifically about that business, but we could definitely create it. If that person wanted to join my team, I would absolutely give them an opportunity to do that. So I'm going to put a different background on there so it doesn't look exactly like that other one. But for instance, we've got some copy. Organizing made fast, easy, and affordable. Oh, this is pretty good. So we don't want to tell them that they have to become a consultant. So I'm going to put this back here. I probably have to retype it, because whenever I use regular type, that's what happens. Made fast, fun, and easy, and affordable. Okay, so we're not going to keep that other text, but I just wanted it so that I had something to look at. Now, if I were going to do this for a real person that wanted to do this, and this is pretty cool, because this is, come on, because this is a totally different, I don't know what that is, we don't want that. This is a totally different kind of site. And remember, I actually created something in that first part. We could go back to that, and first we need to save what I just did, or it won't be there. And then let's go back to editing this, and I could actually use this part right here in that headline, because this would be what you really want to have happen. Is you want this, sorry, that keeps on getting in the way, you want this actually to become something of interest to this person. So discover. So if we had, let's take that out of there and put it down here, just so I can see it. So discover top 10 and then we can use the rest of this space for getting more organized. And then this is going to be a PDF that this person will get. So I'm going to put a new line here. Fill out info below and get access instantly to video. We'll say it's a video. Okay, now what we've done is taken it, instead of it becoming a pitch, which almost nobody is going to pay attention to. Nobody's going to look at it. Nobody's going to come here. Nobody's going to join when you do it this way. When you do it this way, somebody's going to say, hey, I want that. I want that video. Now, of course, I don't have this actually going to that video at this moment. But when I come back and edit this capture page, I will have it going to this actual video I'm doing right now. and teaching you something about how to actually offer people something that they want, which they want to know how to get more organized, and they may eventually be your buyer, your customer. It's not important to say they have to become consultants immediately. Maybe they just want to be a customer. In my case, I am always looking for stuff like this, so I would probably become that person's customer. So when you go ahead and view this page, this is how it looks. It looks pretty cool, and I made a background that's kind of blah because I don't have anything that's an organized background, but it talks about freedom a little bit here. We could go into a little more detail with this, but we want to keep it as cool as possible. And if this was the real capture, we would want it to go to either a video or a PDF that takes them to an information they asked for, the top 10 tips for getting more organized. It doesn't go to this site. It goes to something that they can have right away, and usually it's a video or a PDF or something that they can actually download, and they can actually consume that information. And when you do it this way, and they have given you their information, then they are on your list. And then you have a chance to actually talk to them more than once. And then you know that they actually did at least look at this because they got on your list, because you offered them something they wanted. Instead of saying they have to become a member of your company right then and there, even when they're not ready. Most people are going to get turned off immediately by this word. Immediately. They're not going to go anywhere. There's no likes. I'm positive that there's no messages to her, and there's no comments. So that means that that person did not say yes. Even if one person said yes, they don't say yes to this link yet. It's too soon. And so much of the time, people are doing that. They're just going to the link. They're immediately taking them to that MLM link, which also keep in mind, this does not build your list to bring them to this page first. What does is to give them something that they want, a top 10 list of how to get organized fast and easy. That would make me click this and want to know more. That's all you have to do. It's not that hard. And if you want to know more, I've included how you can get this really cool system that I did this super fast, and you can do the very same thing, and I can help you build a list of people that actually want to be in your company, even if it's something as cool and clever as this picture that you had here. This is definitely a cool picture. It definitely shows a nice combination of different things that people need. Not all of them, but you know, a lot of the time we'll go to the dollar store, or we'll go to the drugstore, and we'll try to find something like this. And most of the time they won't have them. And so people do want that stuff, but they just don't want to be a consultant on the very first day. So I promise you that the better solution is to go get leads of people that want to see what you have. Give them something that is for free, like a video, like a, you know, you could actually go through your house and show how you organized your house. It has to be something that is of desire for that other person. And then when you do that, they will come. You build it and they will come. These kind of pages work. I will help you with that. All you have to do is get with me. The information is on the bottom of this video. I hope you have an awesome day. Bye for now.